Good afternoon, everyone. Second unit. We had started after finishing etymology and understanding how to and writing and analyzing it analyzing them. Today we are going to start. We are going to continue with the second piece that we started uh, about how to make a basic sentence. Now, as whoever attended the last class or has heard the or has listened to the lecture, they would know that we started this chapter called In the Domestic Sphere, Squiggle Gets Stuck, all about muddle sentence. So what this chapter aims to do is to teach how to uh, write a basic sentence correctly. Now, as we have also discussed that the idea of your English fluency is to get you to write and use English correctly, right? So, which is why this is like a revision. You already know how to write sentences. You have studied it in school, but this is like a revision. So, in the last class, we studied the very basic sentence. A very basic sentence that consists of a noun, a verb, a helping verb, and a noun, a verb, a helping verb, and a subject. So, and we also studied that the basic structure of a sentence in English language is subject, verb, object, which means the subject or the person or the thing is doing an action with, to, for, an object. So this is the very basic structure of an English sentence. So this is how much we had covered in this is how much we had covered in the last class. Now what we will do is that we will go to a little difficult, like a little a more advanced sentence, because as you know that how are we studying this chapter? We are studying this chapter with the help of this story called Squiggle Takes a Walk. And we know that Squiggle uh, comes across this pile of books, and on the top of the pile is an English dictionary, which falls, like the whole pile falls on Squiggle, and he gets stuck in the English dictionary. And in the English dictionary, he also finds Doodle Dude, who is stuck and is not being able to escape. So the condition that the Oxford Dictionary has set for these two characters, Squiggle and Doodle Dude, to escape is that they should form a complete sentence, which goes from one end of the page to another. So you can understand the sentence cannot be too short. It has to be a long, properly constructed sentence. Now, Doodle Dude has been stuck in that dictionary for a long time because Doodle Dude is unable to create that sentence, is unable to understand how to make such a long sentence correctly. Now, Squiggle starts helping Doodle Dude. What do they? So, with Squiggle's help, Doodle Dude forms the very basic sentence using a noun, a subject, a verb, a helping verb. So this is how what the sentence that Squiggle creates is this: the worms are wriggling. But you can see it's a very small verb. I mean, it's very small sentence. You can see there is a noun, there is a helping verb, there is a verb. It follows the whole structure of follows the rules of English. But what it doesn't do is it is not a complicated sentence. So Doodle Dude cannot still escape from the dictionary. Like, he's still stuck inside the dictionary. So now what they have to do is they have to make a sentence that that uses other rules of grammar and uses other more complicated concepts to create a proper, more complex sentence. Not a very complex sentence, but a more complex sentence. So since I had asked you guys to practice something from an exercise. I had told you to check your own verb. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So let us, so I had asked you to complete one exercise. I don't know if you have done it, but I had asked you for your own practice. So I am going to assume that you have practiced and you know what helping verbs are. Helping verbs are does, have, am, are, is, was, be, may, should, which is so a helping verb basically helps you to support the action that you're doing. It is a state of being. It is an occurrence or something that is happening. That is what a helping verb is. Like I am, when you say I am whatever your name is, which means you are. It is a state of occurrence. It is your state of being. So that is why you need an helping verb to connect the idea of who you are and what you are doing. It connects that idea. So anyway, now since like I said, I am assuming you guys have practiced the exercise that I had given. If you haven't, then do it at some other, like, please do it. It will just help you. But for now, we'll go to the more complicated part of this, like more complicated part of this sentence. Now, Squiggle explains to Doodle Dude that by using other parts of speech like adjective, preposition, adverb, interjection, and conjunction, a sentence can be lengthened. Means a sentence can be made long. So what are the other things that we use in our sentences? Adjective, preposition, adverb, interjection, conjunction. What is an adjective? I think you all know what an adjective is, but just for revision, an adjective is to describe an action. Like she was laughing loudly. So laughing is the action. How was she doing it? Loudly. That is an adjective. Loudly is an adjective. It describes the verb. It is a describing word that describes the verb. Like she is very beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective. You are describing how she is. So it is a descriptive word which describes an action, which describes a person, which describes, it is a describing verb, word basically, which describes an action, describes a noun, etc. Now preposition. Preposition is say on, in, at, under, beneath, above. So like say I am at the door. At is the preposition. Where are you? I am at the door. Uh, I'll give you like a more I'll give you a more concrete meaning of preposition. Just give me a minute. So a preposition is a word governing and usually preceding a noun or a pronoun and expressing a relation to another word or element in the clause. So what does this mean is it is a word which usually comes before the noun or the pronoun. Like I said, I am at the door. It is coming before the door. The door is the noun. So it is coming before the door, right? At. So it is something that basically relates one part of the sentence to another. It is to, it doesn't join the sentence, but it describes the relation between one thing and another. Like I am at the door. She arrived after dinner. When did she arrive? She arrived after dinner. So it is relating the two It is relating the subject and the object. The subject is she, the object is dinner. So when did she come? She came after dinner. Like that is what a preposition is. And I gave you the examples of a preposition like uh, I gave you the examples of a preposition like in, on, at, before, after, above, beneath. So it is everything like the ball is beneath, like, no. Say the ball is above the table. So where is the ball? The ball is above the table. The table is the noun. You are using this preposition before the noun. Now, as you can see, like I said, so adjective is a word that we use to describe the noun. A preposition is a word used with noun or pronoun to show place, position, time, or method. So this is a better, easier example. Like the word is used with the noun or pronoun to show where you are, what your position is, the time, the method. Like I said, the ball is above the table. So you are describing the position of the ball. I am at the door. You are describing your position. She came after dinner. You are describing the time after dinner. When did it happen? It happened after dinner. So look at the example, the squishy worm within. Oxford pages are wriggling. So it is inside. It is describing the place. Where is the squishy worms? The squishy worms are in within the pages of the Oxford dictionary. So you know what a preposition is now. You know what an adjective is. An adjective, I gave you examples. Over here, the example is the squishy worms are wriggling. So how are the worms? The worms is the noun. How are the worms? It is squishy. So then adverb. Now what is adverb? Adverb is the word or phrase that gives more information about the adjective, verb, or another adverb. So it gives you more information. Like you can see adverb, add plus verb. It adds on more to, it adds more information. That is the work of an adverb. The squishy worms, like see the examples, the squishy worms within the Oxford pages are wriggling very fast. So it is describing the action. How is it happening? Very fast. This is very confusing. So see adverb of degree. They have given you the different kinds of adverbs that exist. This is very confusing is the adverb of degree. I want to stop now. Adverb of time. So very like I feel very cold. I feel very hot. So you are describing how you are feeling, the degree of how you are feeling, like the extreme of how you are feeling. You are comparing it. I am feeling hot and I am feeling very hot. The difference is that you are just giving more degree of emphasis to this very. Like I am feeling very cold, not just cold, but very cold. So you are adding more information to your feeling that you're feeling very cold. I want to stop now, where you are emphasizing that abhi mujhe stop karna hai. You are adding emphasis, you are adding information. You're just not saying I want to stop. You are saying I want to stop right now. So you're adding more emphasis to time. So adverb, like add, you are using the adverb of time. It is adding information to when you want to stop. Listen carefully. So how are you supposed to listen? You're supposed to, so listen is the action, it is the verb, it is adding on to the verb. You are supposed to listen carefully. I want to get out of here. Adverb of place. Where do you want to get out of? You want to get out of this place. So you are using an adverb to say exactly where you want to get out of. So these are what these are what the basic adverbs are. If the more you practice, you will get it. Just give me 1 minute. I want to check something. Okay, so I made a mistake initially when I started. I got a little confused, and I'm sorry about that. I made a mistake saying that adjective describes verb. It does not describe verbs. Adverbs describe verbs. Adjectives describe nouns. I just wanted to confirm that I made a mistake. I apologize for that. But anyway, so let us get to uh, the next part of a sentence, interjection. Now, what is interjection? A word or a phrase that expresses emotions. So, when we talk, we all use a lot of emotions. And what is an interjection? Hello, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, so now we will go on to the interjection. What is an interjection? An interjection is a word or a phrase that expresses emotion. So every time we talk, we do express emotions. Uh, that is why we actually communicate. But there are some phrases that we sometimes use to like really emphasize on the emotion we are feeling, like yay, yippee, fantastic. So what we do is we use exclamation marks, or we use like just a way of saying like look, they give you an example. Look, the squishy worms within the Oxford pages are wriggling very fast. So you are just emphasizing on this word. It is something that you are using to express your emotion. Like look over there. So this is how an interjection works. Now, the other part of a sentence, I think the further we go, we'll just see that. So now they've asked you to check your progress and extend the 5 sentences you have made by adding adjective, preposition, adverb, and interjection. So what they have asked you to do is that first you start with making a basic sentence which has a subject, verb, object, which means like a noun, uh, a verb, like and a helping verb. Then they have asked you to start adding these other rules of grammar like adjective, preposition, adverb, interjection to strengthen your sentence. So Squiggle and Doodle Dude have so far used 6 or 8 parts of speech. Now all of these things are parts of speech, right? Which means how we construct a basic sentence. So these all fall under the parts of speech. Now they have used like noun, verb, adjective, preposition, adverb, interjection. This is how they have been studying it. And these are all parts of speech. It will have a pronoun, it will have conjunction, punctuation. All of these are parts of speech. So Squiggle suggests that they should now use the other 2 parts of speech, namely pronoun and conjunction. Now we'll learn what is a pronoun and what is a conjunction. At this point, Doodle Doot softly says, they will soon be out of here. This again is a complete sentence made by Doodle Doot, and this time he manages on his own without any help. So Doodle Doot is also learning how to make proper constructed sentences. Now let's see what is a pronoun and what is a conjunction. A word that works in the place of a noun. So what is a pronoun? A pronoun is when you're using a word in place of a noun to describe it. Like say, for example, you're writing a paragraph which says, Sita is a good girl. Sita goes to school. Sita does her homework. Sita comes back home on time. Now you're constantly saying Sita, 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 right? So instead of saying that, what you can say is that Sita is a good girl. She goes to school. You can replace Sita with she because everybody understands that you are using she in place of Sita. Who are we talking about? Sita. What does she do? You are saying what she does. So a pronoun just works in place of a noun. It, as you can see by the word, a pronoun. So it just works in place of a noun. The examples are he, she, they, it, him, her. So you can see like the ball is red, it is on the table. So everybody knows what are you describing? The noun ball. And what how are you like how are you referring to it? You are saying it. So this is what pronouns are. Now and what is a conjunction? Conjunction, we all know what a conjunction is. It joins and connects two sentences. Like if it's a very long sentence, but the idea is the same. You like बहुत लंबा हो गया है सेंटेंस बट तुम्हारा आइडिया सेम है तो तुम सेंटेंस ब्रेक बिना करके you can use and use a conjunction. So what is conjunction? And. Like I like coffee and tea. Instead of saying I like coffee full stop, I like tea full stop, what are you saying? To make it short, to connect the two sentences, you say I like coffee and tea. Or you say I like coffee but I don't like tea. So instead of saying I like coffee full stop, but I like coffee full stop, I don't like tea. These are two same ideas, so you connect them together and you say I like coffee but I don't like tea. So this is what conjunctions are. So you can see the example and, but, or, for, also, else, since, which, that, either, or, not only, but also. So these are like the various ways in which you can connect sentences. Some of them are more complex. Like say for example, since. You say I arrived, instead of saying I arrived in the morning, uh, full stop, the baby is still crying. So instead of this, to make it sound better, what you say, since I arrived in the morning, the baby has been crying. So what has the baby has been doing this all day. You are adding the two sentences that since you arrived, the baby has been crying. So the work is to add, like the work is to connect two similar sentences that have a similar idea and to make it more compact, to make it more like to just make it sound better, to structure it better, to express yourself better. Then squiggle and doodle dood have two sentences. Look, the squishy worms within the Oxford pages are wriggling very fast. Now what I want you to do is, I want you to tell me, what do you think? Just tell me what is look. Tell me what is like, what are the parts of speech in this sentence? We just did it, so you should know. I'll give you 2 minutes to reply in the chat box, and let's see if you can understand what we are doing. I am not responsible for organizing classes. Microsoft Teams is what is used by the university, so we have to follow the university rule. Anyway, just tell me. This is on page number. You should know we have started class a while ago, but still, it is on page number 29. Tell me what is this first sentence. Look, the squishy worms within the Oxford pages are wriggling very fast. Tell me the parts of speech. Which is what? Tell me what is look, what is squishy, what is worms, what is within, what is wriggling, what is very fast. Tell me these. Tell me what these are. Okay, I'll send the PDF link. But before that, I am sharing my screen. I want you to do this. Tell me what this is. Tell me each part of the speech. I'm sharing the link by that time. I will you can copy the links from here only. I am trying to get to my drive. I'm trying to log into my drive. Just one. I have no idea why you can't copy paste links here. I will just I have no idea why this is happening. I tried the last day, I couldn't do it. I have no idea why I can't copy paste links on this. Like I think I have to literally type out the link at this point. Others, you're right. Look is an interjection. Very fast is the adverb. Wriggling is not the helping verb. Wriggling is the verb. Wriggling is the verb. ये बेसिक ग्रामर है. ग्रामर में बहुत कुछ है. In the coming chapters you will be discussing tenses, you will discuss so direct grammar वैसे कम ही आता है. What you have to do is you have to figure it out from somewhere else. So passage दिया होगा वहां से you have to figure out, like how I said कि look at this sentence and tell me कि what is which part of speech. So you probably have to do it from a passage. एग्जाम में वैसे आता है, इतना सिंपल तो नहीं आता है direct. But you have to keep practicing. इसी वजह से I gave you this exercise to do in class while I'm trying to figure out how to send the link, which I just can't because copy paste, like, just can't. I've not been able to copy paste anything. Just not been able to send the link. Maybe what I can do is create a team and then send it to you there because I don't know how to send it in class. Okay, I'm trying. I, the control C, control V is something that I have tried. It's just not working in this chat. Yes, within is the preposition. Okay, okay, it finally did work here. I have published the link. This is the link of the book. Just I'll open it and see. Yeah, this is the link of the book. I have published it. Please, whoever asked for the book. Okay, we'll get back again. Okay, so now you have got the basic idea of what you're supposed to do. Now imagine yahi they will give you a paragraph, a small paragraph, say 5 sentences, and ask you to do the same thing. Yahan pe there's just one sentence and I asked you to do it. So in the exam they can give you a small paragraph and ask you to do the same thing. Anyway, now look at the second sentence. They will soon be out of here. So I just said what a pronoun is. We just did it. A pronoun is what works in place of the noun. So instead of saying squiggle and doodle dood will soon be out of here, it is said they. So squiggle and doodle dood together make they. So instead of saying such a long thing, squiggle and doodle dood will soon be out of here, they have replaced it with they. So they connect the two sentences with a conjunction and. Now you can see there are two sentences and there is a connecting idea. So they add it, they join the two sentences with and. So now they have the sentence, look, the squishy worms within the Oxford pages are wriggling very fast and they will be out of here. And they will soon be out of here. So the squishy worms, they are wriggling very fast and they will soon be out of here. The story, however, does not end here. Doodle Dude, after being trapped in the dictionary for 10 years, does not wish to leave. For him, the huge dictionary has become home, and so the Oxford Dictionary allows him to stay, while Squiggle leaves. So this is how the story ends. Now, for you, this class is to make you understand things properly, right? So it is like for you to practice. So they have given you two exercises to check your progress. One is using a pronoun and making 5 sentences and connect the sentences with appropriate conjunctions. So use pronouns, like you make sentences and use pronouns and connect the two sentences like you just saw here, like we just did with these two sentences. This is how you're supposed to do it. Like, look, the squishy worms within the Oxford pages are wriggling very fast and will soon be out of here. So this is what you're supposed to do. Write two separate sentences and connect them with a conjunction. Now you have uh, now you are given these exercises obviously to practice and to help Doodle Dude with his nouns. Now Doodle Dude can't seem to think of the nouns that best fit what he wants to say. Help him fill in the blanks. Remember, there are two or more words that mean the same thing. They are called synonyms. So what are similar sounding words called? Similar sounding words are called synonyms. And opposite words are called antonyms. So synonyms are similar sounding, like not similar sounding, like similar meaning words. And antonyms are opposite meaning words. So say opposite, like antonyms will be tall, short. Synonyms will be big, large. So they both mean the same thing, but you're using a similar word. So now what you have to do is you have to help Doodle Dude do this exercise. So for example, Oxford, they are putting you back on the, what is the noun that you can use here? Shelf. A noun is something, like a noun is a name, right? Oxford, they are putting you back on the shelf. So this is how you have to do this whole exercise. Now what they have asked you to do is Doodle disaster. Oxford asked me to match the groups below with a correct collective noun. Now what is a collective noun? Again, you have done this in school. When you describe a group of things, like a pile of books, which is like a collection of books. Uh, a flock of birds, which means a group of birds. So what you have to do is you have to match this group with the collective nouns. Like you have to match a litter of, a bunch of, a colony of, a culture of. So you have to match these with the collective nouns. So these are exercises that you have to do. If you want me to help you, then uh, What group is this? Wait. I'm not on Telegram. Sorry, but I'm not on Telegram. My Telegram is not active. Uh, okay. Now they have given you another exercise which is underline the adjective. Now we just studied what an adjective is. We studied that an adjective describes a noun or like it describes the noun. So the heavy monsoon brings all the worms out of the squishy mud. So tell me what is the adjective here? We just discussed, right? That an adjective is something that like uh, that is added to describes the noun. Like here, a word to describe the noun is an adjective. So tell me from that sentence which is the adjective. Here, this sentence. The heavy monsoon brings all the worms out of, sorry. The heavy monsoon rain brings all the worms. Oh God. Yeah. The heavy monsoon rains bring all the worms out of the squishy mud. So tell me, what do you think is the adjective here? Uh, colony of puppies is not what it is. It is litter of puppies. Look up collective nouns. You find it in many grammar books. You have to learn a little bit. It is something that you have to learn. It is not something that comes instinctively. So look them up in a grammar book. I can share a basic grammar book with you in the next class, and you can see that there. But for now, tell me what is the adjective in this sentence. The heavy monsoon rain brings all the worms out of the squishy mud. Yes. Uh, Squishy is one adjective. There's another adjective. Squishy is one adjective. There's another adjective. Try to figure out which adjective it is. Yes. Heavy is the other adjective, not worms. Worms is the noun. Monsoon is not an adjective. Monsoon is again a season, so it's a noun. But heavy is the adjective. Yes. Yes, Aryan, absolutely. Heavy is the adjective. So there are two other sentences. Okay, do this one. The green snake slithered down the long corridor while sticking out its forked tongue. The green snake slithered down the long corridor while sticking. Ah, I did everything. Yeah. The green snake slithered down the long corridor while sticking out its forked tongue. Okay, let's see. There are answers. Nisha is saying green long forked, sticking. Bunch of keys, yes, is right. But for now, please concentrate on what I'm doing. Okay. Green is an adjective because it is describing the noun snake. Long is an adjective. It is describing how the corridor is. Sticking out of its. So someone asked whether sticking is an adjective. Uh, Not here. Forked tongue. What? How is the tongue? The tongue is forked. So this is an adjective. So green is an adjective. Long is an adjective. Forked is an adjective. So okay. Uh, okay, let us do now. Since you have understood the concept of adjectives, let us. I had given you this exercise to do. I don't know if you have done it. Because I don't know if you have done it or not, let's just do 2-3 sentences from here. So look at sentence number 3. Doodle, dood, and squiggle dash able to make the sentence slow. So what will you write here? Choose between was and were. Where doodle, dood, and squiggle dash able to make the sentence slow. Forked is an adjective, I said. Okay, now concentrate on this. Doodle, dood, and squiggle dash able to make the sentence slow. Yes, were is the correct answer, not was, because plural. Remember, we studied that the helping verb will be plural if the nouns are plural. We studied this. This is a rule that we studied in the last class. When the subject is plural, the helping verb must also be plural. So squiggle and doodle dude are two people. So they are two characters. So they are plural, which is why were. Okay, do this sentence. Uh, the 10th one. Dash, you ready to draw? Keep a look out for the activity when Vikram shows you how to draw. So what will it be? Is or are? Yes, are is the answer. You is not plural. This is an exception in English. You is not plural. You like you can be plural. That is the trick part, which is why you go with are. Even if you is one person, like if I tell you, are you all going to the party? Which means that then all means I'm referring to many of you. But I can also just tell you, are you going to the party? It's because of this single of this position that you has in the English in English grammar that we make this exception in English where you use are with you even though you it can mean one person. So this is an exception, which is why I asked you to do it. This is like an exceptional. Otherwise, you will say he is, she is, but you will say you are. You are going to the mall, or but you will say she is going to the mall. So even she is a singular, so you're saying is, but with you will say are. Okay. Now let's see. So now they have told you it's an ing thing. Verbs ending with ing need a helping verb. So we know what an helping verb is. We have just done that. Unless they are being used as an adjective. So here is another rule that you learn. What is an adjective? An adjective describes the noun. So for example, Squiggle was smiling. So was is the helping verb. We know what an helping verb is. Squiggle has a smiling face. Now, here you see smiling is an adjective for the noun face. So here you're not using a helping verb, but you're using an adjective to describe the face. The face is the noun and you're using the adjective smiling. So these are the two ways in which you can use. So what they have asked you in the sentences below, identify the ing word as an adjective A or verb V. If it's a verb, also underline the helping verb. So what are you supposed to do? In these sentences, you are supposed to identify either the adjective, the ing word, like whether the ing word is an adjective or whether there is a helping word for that, like a helping verb for that ing word. And if there is a helping verb for that ing word, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to underline the verb, like what the helping verb is. So for example, look at the first sentence. Oxford was yelling at Squiggle and Doodle Dood. So what do you think is being used here? So I'll give you, I'm telling you, here they have used an helping verb. So what was Oxford doing? He was yelling. Yelling is the action. So here they have used a V. They have not used an adjective. Now I would want you to do the second sentence. What is there in the second sentence? Doodle dude has an interesting hairstyle. What is there? A helping verb or an adjective? And if it's an adjective, tell me what is the adjective. If it is a helping verb, tell me what is the helping verb. I will give you the grammar book in the next class. I will give you a good grammar book recommendation in the next. Yes, interesting is the adjective. Okay, look at this sentence. The dictionary frowned at the chattering doodles. What do you think is here? Adjective, verb, and who, whichever it is, tell me. No, no, there is no helping verb here. Just adjective interesting. There is no helping verb in that sentence. Chattering is the adjective. Yes, that is right. Chattering is the adjective. Okay, so now what I want you to do is, since I sent the link for the book, what you have to do is you have to, okay, let's practice two adverbs and uh, then you have to do the rest for your own practice. Like I said, there is a lot of there's a lot of exercises here. There are a lot of exercises that you can practice here. All of them are given. This is also good for your practice. I will give you a grammar book in the next class, but please practice these. Like, this is for your practice, so me doing sentence by sentence in class is not really going to help, but we are going to do two others now, which is adverbs. So I told you what an adverb is. It adds more information to the verb or the adjective. So say, for example, this sentence, dash, think of a number 1 to 9, said squiggle to doodle doodle. You have to uh, write either quickly or boldly. What do you think is the adverb? And tell me what kind of adverb is it? What kind of adverb is it, Lavanya? See, just tell me what kind of adverb is it? Yes, quickly is the adverb, but tell me what kind of adverb is it? Here you can see, no, there are four kinds of adverb: adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of degree. What kind of adverb is it? Yes, adverb of manner. Adverb of manner is how, is what it is. Okay, so I want you to practice all the, for I send you the link of the book. So download the book if you haven't found it on the website and practice the whole grammar. If there is something that you can't understand, you can ask me in the next class. You can leave me a chat in the Teams and I will respond to that. Uh, and I will give you suggestion I'll suggest you a grammar book in the coming class. So okay, anyone has any other questions? Okay. Good afternoon then. Please do the exercises. It will help you. And I'll see you in the next class. Good afternoon, everyone. Have a good Sunday. Bye. I'm not on Telegram, so stop sending me that link. Bye.